everybody. Hope you're okay. This is a bit of an insight to my time in lockdown, or isolation, should I say, as I have one of those vulnerable letters. Before this started, I was working all the hours, starting at 8 o'clock. My alarm would go off at 5:30 in the morning. My first call was 8, and usually the last one was probably 10. Not like that every day, and sometimes you get a couple of hours free during the day. Yeah, it became grueling, but I just carried on doing it. And I remember a couple of times saying, stop the world, I just want to jump off. How did we know that this was going to happen? Certainly I've jumped off. So since the middle of March, I've been out of work. Well, I've been in isolation. Got one of the doctor's letters due to underlying health issues. At first, it was a bit of a novelty being at home. It was nice, I liked it. And then I went through, you go through all sorts of emotions, and then I went through sort of a teary time where I was just breaking down, watching the TV, watching Colonel Tom, and everything else, hearing news, watching Facebook and everything, and I was just in floods of tears. Then that subsided, and all along I was feeling that I should be creative. I've got a sewing machine, got my sewing machine out on the table there. I thought I must be creative, I must get back to that, because that was my first job way back, was being a machinist. So anyway, I got the machine out, and things have been slow happening really. But I've got the time, so my first thing that I got into is I watched a tutorial on mask making, and it took me a long time to get ready, but anyway I did it, and there they are, and these are yours, Sarah. So, get them to you soon. I've also been collecting other things like plastic bottles and pieces of polystyrene. I mean, gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm going to have fun trying. I like collecting, I like picking up natural things. When we've been to Durdle Door, much to the kids' amusement, which those of you who know Durdle Door, it's a bit of a trek going down the hill and coming back, and I came back with loads of stones in my pocket because I love the pebbles, the big ones, and so I came back with them, much to the amusement of my children. I also like these cones. I love them. I just love them, and they never die. I don't do anything with them. I just have them on display in the lounge. So that's me really. So I've really enjoyed listening to the other devotionals that have been put on, and I've picked up things from them. I loved yours, Jenny, and what I picked up from that was the fact that you said if there is a part in our lives that we can't sort of shake off, can't get rid of, we know we shouldn't be doing it, but we do it, or like in our lives, if there's traits in our lives that we don't like about ourselves, and we know it's not God, it's not coming from God, it's not come from God, and we want it rid of, then all we have to do is ask. And I'd kind of forgotten about that, but you're right, Jenny. Yes, we do only need to ask in prayer. So I just want to take you back to a few years ago now. Sorry, I keep saying this is a bit, anyway, I'll carry on. So just want to take you back to a time when I didn't like myself very much. I felt that there were traits in me that I always felt, when I was coming to church, going back, like nearly 10 years ago, and sometimes I would be full of the Lord, I loved him, and I felt the Holy Spirit and the presence of the Holy Spirit so strong within me. I felt it so strong. And then other times it sort of flailed off a bit, and I thought, what is that all about, So I did pray to the Lord, and I asked if he could sort that out, whatever that is within me that's halting that presence of the Holy Spirit. Could you please sort it, get rid of it, search me, I said. I remember saying that. And oh goodness me, he did, he certainly did. I remember must have been over a week after that, I felt completely horrible. I was in a horrible place. I really was. I didn't feel responsible enough to be doing anything. I was holding down a job. I was looking after my grandkids, but I didn't feel responsible enough to be doing that. But I thought, well, nobody else has seen a change in me, so I've just got to carry on. I've just got to carry on doing this, and hang on to the Lord, because at that time I had realised that this was the Lord working something through in me, and I just had to hang on to him for my life, and I did. I hung on for, like I say, it must have been over a week. I felt like that. I felt, and I was talking to people and trying to appear upbeat and positive. I don't know how I was coming across, but I honestly didn't feel that in my heart. And then when I came out of that, I guess things must have been worked out within me. So when I came through that, I felt strong in the Lord, really strong. That positiveness just engulfed me. And I never had the sort of weaning and waning that I had before. I've always felt that strength of the Lord, the Holy Spirit within me. Since that time, and I can honestly say that once God has done a working in you like that, you never go backwards. That's it, it's set then for life. So I hope that helps somebody, because sometimes when the Lord does take you back to a place and he's trying to work something out within you, a lot of Christians give up because they don't realise that's what's happening. Fortunately for me, I'd reached that stage where I did know that was what was happening. So I don't know what else to say really. Missing you all at church. Hope everybody's keeping well, and I'll let you know if I come up with anything with the polystyrene and the bottles, and otherwise they're just going to go in the bin like things normally do. So lovely to speak to you, and hope you're all well. Take care and stay alert. Bye for now.